Hey, hey, girls just wanna have fun. We turning up. Someone wrote a runs, someone pour a cup. Cause tonight we going up and coming down. It's gonna be a while. Someone jump up in the crowd. Throw your hands up, go wild. Jump up and down. Cause tonight we turning up. Yeah, tonight we going up. Yeah, tonight.
Welcome to As Per Usual, episode 18. I'm one of your hosts, Showpay Scoop Moore.
What's up? Jules here.
Oh, you guys went at the same time this time. Who usually goes second? I always thought Jules goes second, and then City.
I didn't even know it was the order. I just thought we just went.
I go. Oh, whoever just wants to go first says it.
No, you usually go first, but then me and Jules, I just go off of if he's about to come out his mouth. I can, you know what I'm saying? I can just like wait for it now.
Yeah, because you guys literally just said it at the same time, so it was funny. But all right, how's it going, fellas?
Everything good?
Good. We're out here, episode 18. We have to get into a rhythm. I feel like we're not in a weekly rhythm or every 2 week rhythm. It's just like we just record when we record. We try to set it up, right?
Yeah, man.
I want to like start sending out weekly episodes like that. I feel like that should be the way.
We'll try our best.
I feel like when it's virtual, it should be a lot easier just to be consistent with it. We gotta get consistent with it.
Yeah, man. The whole world is changing. The whole world is changing, man.
Really? How so? What's going on? How's the world changing?
Woo.
It's over.
I just got my cousin just texted me and just showed that he was positive. So
it's
crazy, man.
It gets better. I just dealt with it for 2 weeks. I was COVID positive for 2 weeks, man. I've been isolated. Well, I don't know. I just tested myself like this morning and it came back negative. So I'm back.
Yeah.
But the last 2 weeks, I tested myself last week. I was still positive. I was like, damn. So
It's
Omicron
crazy,
isn't
man.
playing. You guys are still undefeated, right? In terms of
Still undefeated.
Never tested
Word
positive.
to Floyd.
Wow.
Word to Floyd.
I can't believe it. I was shocked when I got that first positive. I was like, what?
No COVID. No COVID
over here.
That's crazy. What are you doing over there, City? He's got his head down. I wanted
I was on the keyboard real quick. I was wiping some of my things.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something else.
I'm locked in, man. I'm trying to listen to this. I'm here with my Patriots jersey on.
Oh yeah, we're recording on Patriots game day.
But my Patriots shirt on.
Yeah.
Well, by the time this episode comes out, that game will be over and done with. So you think they'll win? What do you think the score is? They're playing in Buffalo.
I got Bills Mafia.
Bills Mafia.
You're going to Bills?
Remember?
Josh.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is that dude. Him and Stephon Diggs.
Diggs. I'll never forget last Super Bowl when quick story when you bet on the game and then you bet Kansas City and I told you, I kept saying, I was like, don't go against Tom Brady. You felt like I know. Like I just had I was too nervous to even put anything on that game. But I was like, I was like, don't go. I just can't go against Tom Brady. Don't go against Tom Brady. And you didn't listen. And then what happened? He was blowing up the group chat. You was tight that day. I feel like that was one of your biggest losses of all time.
Yo, advice to the audience out there: don't bet your rent money. Do not bet your rent money ever in life.
That was your rent money?
That was my rent money. I said Patrick Mahomes, it's easy. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that, please. Audience,
I would be sick. You're probably just breaking everything. How did you get through that month?
Let me take the L's and you guys just observe and evaluate.
Yeah.
How did I get through that?
Yeah. Lots and lots of overtime.
No, I didn't. But damn, I don't know. How did I get through that? Oh, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it pushing. You just gotta keep it pushing. You just gotta. I look at life like every day is a new opportunity.
No, I just mean how you pay your rent out, man.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. No, I got
I know.
What do you call it? The shoebox money. I got shoebox money.
That's good. God bless. Hey.
But I'm talking about when you take an L, not even just gambling, just in life, like you can just a new day, new opportunity. That's how I look at it.
I hear
Turn
that.
a new page and keep it going.
Sounds good. You guys ready? We got it's been a while since we've been on, so we got a lot of topics. I got a list of stuff. I'm just gonna go in and we'll just.
First of all,
just
hear how we start.
You want to go around the? I thought we was in a good flow. You want to?
It wasn't a good flow. We could go that flow, but move forward. I just want to see our little quick prayers and the main things upstairs for being right here. You always start with our little prayers, give thanks. I don't have to fold hands, I just want to give thanks to the men upstairs.
Yes,
you
sir.
You got the COVID recently. I'm glad you was able to, you know what I'm saying, cruise through it flawlessly.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying, Jules? I'm happy you're still, you know what I'm saying, not been tackled by it. My whole house has been infested by it the past 3-4 weeks. From brother, mom, cousins, just people around. But I've been good. You know, just want to give them thanks. The world is going wild right now. There's natural disasters, the weather. Now you got this thing going on. I just want to always make sure I just give thanks before we get started. So
you guys think the world's gonna end soon?
I mean, hey, I don't want to be the
You
one.
think if it's gonna end now is the time, right?
Not be
2022.
40 days and 40 nights of rain, but come with something else.
It's time. With all the foolishness that I got a lot of foolishness on this phone that we'll start with a respected legend, Lisa Bonet. Any other words before we go? Before I start?
No.
All right.
It's not this serious.
So one of Jules' favorites, Lisa Bonet, for numerous reasons. Lisa Bonet, shout out to Cosby Show. After 5 years of divorce, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet split after nearly 5 years of marriage. I'll just read the article quickly. Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are calling it quits. Momoa, 42, announced their separation in a joint statement on his Instagram. But Bonet, 54, does not have social media. We have all felt the squeeze and changes of these transformational times. A revolution is unfolding, and our family is of no exception. Feeling a growing from seismic shifts occurring, the joint statement read, and so we share our family news that we are parting ways in marriage. We share this not because we think it's newsworthy, but that as we go about our lives, we may do so with dignity and honesty, the statement continued. The love between us carries on, evolving in ways it wishes to be known and lived. We free each other to be who we are, learning to become. The statement concluded, our devotion unwavering to the sacred life of our children, teaching our children what's possible, living the prayer, may love prevail, J and L. Along with the announcement, Momoa shared, that doesn't matter, here we go. The couple started dating in 2005. They met by mutual friends in a jazz club. I'm just trying to see if we got any more main big points. She's talking how she liked her dreads. And I think we're good there. They have 2 kids together. Lisa Bonet also has Zoe Kravitz. We all know that. And yeah, let's get into it. I know Jules is dying to get in there. So Jules, start us off.
I believe that they spent 2005, 16 years, if my math is correct. So yeah, 16 years together, that's an eternity, that's a lifetime. I wouldn't consider that a failed marriage, in my opinion. The reason being is because 16 years, especially in this generation. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Would you say you wouldn't do in your marriage?
I don't consider that a failed marriage.
Oh, failed marriage. Okay, go ahead.
Because the reason why I don't consider it a failed marriage is because that's an eternity. Especially what we see nowadays where people just last maybe a year, not even.
I mean, again, they were married for only 4.
They were together for 16
they were
years.
together, yeah, they were together for nearly 5 years, so 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
All right, forget what I said about that is a failed marriage. But they were together.
So they dated. So they dated within that 16 years, right?
They dated for the
5 was married, right? 5 was married, and then the other one was dating, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So like
engagement. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've been together. So you could say damn near a quarter of their lifetime they've been together. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, and they had the kids before they got married. Well, kids were before.
From previous relationships.
No, together. The 2 kids they had together.
Oh, together. Okay. Yeah. It was funny because I think I was talking about Jason because of his roles in Game of Thrones and Aquaman. I was talking to somebody about him, and I forgot what the context was, but we did mention that he's dating Lisa Bonet and how Jason and Lenny are friends and all that stuff. So I just thought it was cool how everybody's amicable and et cetera, et cetera. But it is surprising that they decided to call it quits. That's their business.
Yeah.
We can only speculate. I know you guys are gonna ask me, what am I speculating? Listen, I say this every time on the podcast. Day after day,
refresh
week
us.
after week, month after month. You lie, you lay down with the same person, you wake up with the same person. Differences are gonna arise. You're gonna get into arguments. You're gonna disagree about things slowly but surely. And there's only so much a person can take after a while. And as we see nowadays with pretty much all the relationships, the publicized A-list and B-list relationships, people say, you know what? Well, it was a fun ride, but I'm going to try something new.
Mhm.
So I speculate that's what happened. Best wishes to both of them. They're going to
Best
continue doing this
wishes.
with other people. So
You're gonna DM Momoa, Jason Momoa, so he gets your wishes, your best wishes.
I'm heterosexual. I'm not homosexual.
You said best wishes. What does that have to mean with gender? Just
Wait, you said
how's he gonna know?
No, but why would I? What am I gonna do?
Because how else is he gonna know that you give your best wishes?
Oh, this guy. This guy wants me to personally message him. Hey, Jason. Best wishes. You can be like,
Yeah, I
he's
just
gonna leave me
want
on
one
red
thing
light.
to respond to say for what you said, and I'll let City go. Is that this news never surprises me anymore. Like this stuff has never surprised any divorce. When I hear someone has a divorce or breaks up, it's like, well, that's the circle of life. Like that's how it's supposed to go, right? It ends if it's in 5 years or if it's in 30 years. It's like it ends when it ends. Like, or eventually someone dies until someone dies, right? I don't mean to get
Preach.
there, but City, thoughts on this end of an era?
So the thing is, I be thinking about when people get into this relationship thing and then they get married, and then sometimes thinking back, I'm like, dang, so the people who were in it or who are in it for like 20, 30, 40 years, I'm like, are they happy all that 40 years?
Of course not.
Or are they holding on to something because it's, you know what I'm saying? Because I know people say, oh, my grandparents are happy, da-da-da.
Are they though?
Stop it. You didn't ever go sit down with your grandma and be like, grandma, are you know what I'm saying? No, like, or
Hell
grandpa.
yeah.
Like nobody.
I feel that. No, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's
so
facts.
nobody's doing that. So I just always ask myself, like, are people really happy in this thing called marriage and relationship?
Like you already know, we've done this on the pod a million times already, where we could go here. Of course, you're not always happy, but like I'm always feeling like Jewel's looking real attentive right now. It's funny that like that's why I don't think marriages should be a thing. Like there's no way you're supposed to be tied down to one person for until the rest of your days, however long that is. Like that's just always been a ridiculous thing to me. But like that's the way it is. That's the way the world works. And like I know I've said things and I've turned back on. Like of course, I remember early on in the podcast, I had different views that I would say that, oh yeah, love isn't like, oh never fall in love. Like I would say that stuff, but like I understand love, like yeah, that can happen, like that's a thing, but it's like, but to be 40, 50 years deep with someone, like does it come to a point where, and like I know we're gonna talk on it before, but you know, again, rest in peace, Betty White. You know, she lived a full life. I'll be respectful. I won't even cuss right now, even though she probably wouldn't mind me cussing. But like Betty White, they said her last word was her ex-husband, not ex-husband, but her husband's name. Like he passed away in the 80s, so of course like she lived long after. Betty White never had any children either. So but like
really?
So like her, but like basically his kids were basically like her kids.
Right.
Because like those were her stepchildren. But he passed away early. Like he was his name was Alex Ludden. I believe, sorry, I might get his first name wrong, but his last name was Ludden. And he was like a game show host, like all those like old school game shows. Like he would be
Alex Trebek, right.
Yeah, something along those lines. And so she said like she never remarried after him, and he died like the early 80s. And they said Betty White, she never remarried or like dated. I don't know about dated, but definitely remarried. She never remarried after that. Again, she lived like 50 more full lives after that, because that's the early 80s. And it's just like, but she still said, they said that her last words were his name. And like it just had me thinking, it's like, wow, it's like she was like, yeah, that was the love of my life, but unfortunately, like his life ended a bit premature. And it's like, but like you never know, like you still never know, like could that still be the case, like with these people that stay married longer? It's like, would they still be married long? Like we never know. But she was just left on that last since he died premature, I think City knows where I'm going with this. Like he was left on that last, like she was left on that like that last like image of like in a good way where like that's how she's always gonna remember. Like you never know what could happen down the line in the future, but it's like
after
that.
How long?
Huh?
After how long?
How long they were married, or how long after he died? I don't know after how long they were married.
No, they were married.
I don't know how long off the top of my head. I'd have to search.
Oh,
but it just had me thinking when you were saying are you really happy when you're with someone 40, 50 years? Like, I feel like that's just way too long. No, I mean, if you have a family and it's like, but eventually your kids leave and it's just like, it's just you two. And it's like, you and we saw it with the Currys. It's just so much. Yeah. But is that legit?
Oh, okay. All right. So we should, all right. My bad.
With the Currys, with Steph. Wait,
I
thought you meant Steph and Aisha, not Del. Sorry. So of course we don't know like the truth on that. Like we don't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave that example out.
Yeah,
but yeah. So, I think it's possible. I think it's very possible people could stay together for very long.
With those same feelings.
I'm talking about, are they genuine?
Anyone can stay.
Anybody can stay, but I see people holding on to stuff like children changes every aspect in a marriage.
Absolutely.
You don't want to. So people are in a relationship or in marriages actually, and they're just there because for the better good of the kids, but their spouse are just roommates, and they're only in the mid-30s, late 40s, early 40s.
I agree.
But life is going on, and y'all are just together, just being for those kids. But what happened to you two? I'm saying, like, are y'all happy? And I see that.
Now, you got to be happy. That's the main thing, and you got to be yourself.
You got to be, but I know people ain't.
That's crazy to me.
Right, but
not everybody. Now, I want to say every. I'm not saying when people
a very small percentage of people, but like that it ebbs and flows. There's nothing that's ever steady for like you're gonna have your ups and your downs and your fucking highs.
Of course, you're gonna argue in a relationship.
You gotta have that 80-20. 80-20 always.
Well, you can't always use 80-20.
No, but you have. I think it always has to like you have to leave that 20% where you can have your squabbles, your back and forth. Get to the same point.
But that's a relationship, though.
Marriage too. I think that's in marriage too. Like you're never always going to be on the same page.
Exactly.
But that's another good question. You think all relationships should have that friendship baseline? Like you guys, I feel like that's needed. Like you have to be friends with your person.
We talked about this a couple of episodes. You already know my take. I'm gonna let City go.
No, but like I think that you think about it different. City, the way I'm saying is like you're in a relationship. You guys are always intimate. Like you guys are like close. But like that's still my best friend. Like you have the same feeling that you have with the best friend, but like it's extended. But you also have that relationship where you're also in love.
It's only intimate.
You
only added the intimacy to it. That's about it.
You only add intimate. So you have both like sections. It's like having like your best dude friend, like whatever, like that relationship in your relationship. With the opposite, obviously with us three, the opposite sex.
I'm just saying that's an interesting way of thinking of it.
Also, you're intimate.
Yeah,
I think that's how. I think you need both. I think you need both. You have to be best friends with your partner. With your wife, best friends. There's no way you're just dating someone you don't really even like that.
Right.
Like that. No, that's always been
I'm just saying like for you guys to come into my world. When you say like best friend or like your sister or something like that, you
don't call them your friend though. Like that's your girl.
But that's what I'm saying. So, but I'm saying how you just laid it out. You just said like this person like your best friend and this and that. But then you say, oh, well, it's not your friend. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm very literal with it.
You are very literal in everything in life.
So yeah. So it's you can't just you just said like you can't be contradicting it. It's like
I'm not contradicting it. I don't think I am.
I'm saying I'm bringing you to my world. I'm bringing you to my world. It's just like it's very literal. It's like
you're not my friend. You're just my lover. That's it. We don't talk about anything else.
Listen, Jules. I think what Scoop is saying is that I don't think it's just best friend. He said, can you build a friendship dynamic, that dynamic with a person before going into a relationship or having that? Because you know what I'm saying? Like that dynamic, like you how can you with a person and that person you don't have communication. You guys don't have this is back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like people saying like you guys can be friends, not to be a best friend. y'all can be friends. Do you have to get to that? Or jump
I
into
think
it?
if you want like for it to be a top marriage, like a top like best of the best, I feel like it should be best friend. But my point is like, no, first when you're first meeting this person, you're first with this person, you're going into it, and you guys are the first connection is a romantic connection.
Most of the time.
Yeah, because if the first connection is a friend connection, then you're
Exactly.
going to get friend zoned, and you just straight up be friends, and that's
Thank you.
that. So I'm
Thank
saying it's romantic, and then from there, from first you get, then you're like, oh wow, like we really enjoy doing. Me and her really enjoy doing all the same things. We have all the same things in common. We like to eat the same place, go to the same places. We're like, yo, this is like my best friend. Like this is like hanging out. We talk. We have real talks. Like
So then no to the way you ask the question.
what?
So then no to the way you ask the question, because in the way you explained it, they don't have to be your friend before. They can.
Thank you, City.
I mean,
that's all
yeah,
I'm saying.
I mean, but if the person, like, yeah, but if the person is your friend first, and then you're looking to get more, is that what you're implying?
That's possible. I understand.
I mean, yeah, that's possible.
Like that.
of course, that's possible.
Yeah.
But my point is, there's no way you could just go into a friendship with the opposite sex and then expect for it to go a literal friendship, and then just think it's gonna be like boom, go into a relationship. Like it's gonna be awkward. You're gonna have to. It's like that's like my best friend. That's like my brother, and like now you're trying to like that's awkward. Like you have to go into those situations first in a romantic way, like trying to pursue the person first, and then you realize you have so much in common, and then it's like, wow, like this is legit, like my best friend. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, because I know people who exactly experience it.
Like you could get like the opposite. Like you could first go into someone like very romantic, and then realize you don't have shit in common, and then you're just like, yo, I can't stand like, and then it's clashing, and then it is what it is on that.
And I've been there, but and I've been there,
so
but
like you got, and then that's when it's just like, oh, it's just like a hookup, like a fuck buddy or whatever, and you just go.
See,
you gotta like, keep it in that. Keep it in that vein.
All these terms really like this.
I got all the definitions.
This is why women get so upset. Is because all these terms like friends with benefits, fuck buddy, all these like.
Benefits,
women, just say people, because women, there's some women that do that, the women that do it too. Don't be general.
Yeah,
I won't be general. I apologize, ladies out there. I'll say people, right? So people will get upset and say like, oh, well, I didn't know this, or I thought we were doing this. People aren't on the same page. That's why when a couple episodes ago, when you guys were like, oh, well, Julian, you wouldn't sleep with somebody who, you friend up. That's why I said.
So that's what I have to go. So you would never do friends with benefits. I'm so glad you let it that way.
Because it's very messy. It's very, 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 very messy.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I mean I agree. That's definitely messy.
It's definitely messy, but like I wouldn't turn it away. So Jules, can I ask? Yeah, someone's gonna catch feelings, but like when you get to that point, so Jules, Jules, I got a question for you. So a girl's is talking to you, and it's your friend. And then she starts coming on to you. So you're gonna turn her down. She's your friend. She's your legit friend. You've never seen her naked, and she's ready for you. You say I'm good.
She tells you, she's like, Jewel.
She tells you,
I never brought it up my mouth. I never thought about this, but I think we've been friends for a while. But you're one of the people that actually understand me, and I think something more than that would be.
It's happened before.
And you just denied?
No, I said I was with it, but.
Of course she's with it.
Of course, right?
I was with it, but I told her, but I didn't know. I didn't even tell her. I just already assumed, like,
we can't be friends after this.
Thank you. That's it. It was like, what is it? How do they say it? Not read in between the lines, but like, you already know what time it is. Like, we can't go back to just being platonic.
Wow.
So that's
I could go back to being, if I don't have any feelings for the person. For the girl,
if we come to understanding,
yeah,
it's not now, like
clear understanding.
Mess around, and I know for a fact I don't want to go forward with that, and then it comes to a point where it's like, I get it, like we're not gonna go forward. Some people can, like you said, Jules, you might be the guy who just can't.
Yeah, Jules is very literal. Like he.
Yeah, like you can't.
Like, in everything. That's why I said it. Everything exactly. But I'm not it's fun. We should have a guest where I guess with any of us, it's like someone that we dealt with in the past, but still a friend. So I guess Jules doesn't have that.
Look at this messy ass.
It ain't coming from me.
It's not coming from you. No, it's coming from you, City. It's coming from you.
It ain't coming from me. I ain't bringing nobody I had anything with.
Messy.
That y'all want to be fun? No, I want to have some
That
fun.
is
You
fun.
want to get? You want to?
You're right there in Boston.
If
Go
that's to come
ahead.
from me, it's
Jason
right
Lee.
on the Zoom. It'll be a 4th box right here.
Jason Lee.
Yeah, call me Jason Lee. Call me him, man. Shout out Jason Lee. Shout out Hollywood Unlocked.
Nah, but
And he's been working out. He looks way different now.
Oh no, he lost weight. Shout out to him.
he
But
lost
no,
weight.
all jokes aside though, yeah, for me personally, I can't go back. I can't go back.
Yeah.
You know what it's kind of like? This happened to me too. Like I had a friend, right?
Yeah.
And then something happened. We fought.
Ooh.
We fought, right? And it was never right again. Like
Wow.
yeah. But this was
Like y'all fought physically?
yeah. This was
Wait,
Big
wait.
Mom was
Like
Big
with the
Mom was
girl?
Him and a dude. No, it's a dude.
Big Mom was there. Big Mom was there. Big Mom was there. Matter of fact. But
He's
anyway,
not gonna just say he fought a girl all open and clear like that.
no.
A dude.
Disclaimer,
Yeah, I know. I
None
know
of
the
us
same thing, City.
touch women. None of us do any of that. We're not like these scumbags. Never. We would never, ever touch a woman like
Right,
that.
City, never.
But no. But look it. So
Yeah.
me and dude,
Don't tell us snatch
me
the
and
phone.
homeboy, we fought. We fought, right?
Yeah.
And it never went back to it never went back to our friendship. Like to this day, like it's dead. Like yeah, like we see each other like, oh yeah, blah, 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 but that we leave it at that.
When
like,
I was in
you know
middle
what I'm
school,
saying?
I got into a fight. I probably mentioned this before. I got into a fight. This was totally off topic. And like the kid, like he didn't like me before. He was a grade older than me. And then we got into a fight. I won't get into details about the fight. And then from that moment on, we were always cool. From then, like through high school, we see each other, dap up, talk. I don't know if I gained his respect or whatever, but like he was cool to me right up until
Hold up.
all through high school.
Y'all shot the ones and then y'all became cool?
Yeah, we were cool. Like we weren't like best friends, but like we were cool. Like we were cool. Like always,
No, but
like,
I'm saying so initially
like,
y'all
he
met.
didn't like. I didn't mean to like go into a deep dive with my shit, but you're fine.
No. I'm just clarifying. So initially, how y'all met was like on bad terms. Y'all shot the ones. Y'all shot the ones.
Recess.
Then
at
y'all
recess.
pieced it up. Y'all pieced it up after y'all shot the ones, and then
Yeah,
y'all were
it
cool.
was crazy. We were cool from there on. That's crazy.
Oh, okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's all. I was just clarifying. That's all.
But Jules, so you were
But
saying
Jules shit, that was like your best friend.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you say what.
So you saying you and your best friend fought?
Yeah, so he was my best friend. We fought, and then it was a wrap after that.
So the friendship was done.
Yeah, to this
Where
day.
did you guys fight?
Why did you guys fight actually? Because for me, the reason is why I won't be his friend. Because brothers, best friends, close friends can bang it out. Like, dude, you can fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? If somebody's gonna fight
this
it
is a
out,
good topic.
fight it out.
Yeah,
I'm answering Sophie first.
For
I'm answering
me-
Sophie first. I'm gonna go back to that city. I'm
Yeah, for
answering.
me,
Wait.
it depends what you did. We can bang it out. We can get heated. Ain't gonna go there. We can bang it out. But what did you do? You know what I'm saying? It goes from there.
This is good. This is good.
Wrap it up about. But what did you do?
What did you do?
So Sophie, we fought. It was at his place. We fought.
You're fighting at someone
But
else's
anyway,
home?
I mean, shit.
For
And,
sure.
home.
Where did you fight? In the
hold on.
living room? You
What
fight in
did
the
he say?
kitchen? Around the consent?
Somebody said this. It was mad slick. It was
in
like,
the-
I play away games too. There you go. I play away games too. But
You
anyway,
fighting in someone else's palace.
and City just brought up something. Oh yeah, so that's a good topic, City. See, I never had a sibling, so I don't understand it to the level of you and maybe Chopin, of like, oh yeah, like if you're my brother, you're my sister, you're my best friend. Like if we bang it out, we piece it up. Like me, I can't do that because me being the only child, I didn't grow up fighting like my brothers and sisters. Well, I never had them. Like my cousins, it was like play fighting, or like my friends would play fighting. I never got into any heated argument.
Never got
any
into
heated
anything.
fight.
So nothing heated that like you were.
No,
really
I'm
upset.
saying up until the story I just gave y'all, up until that.
And
But
this
so
was
like
just a friend.
best friend.
Mhm.
But so like when City just said like City's he's fought his brothers, he's whatever. Even best friends.
I went for my brother. We got into arguments and stuff.
You guys got a big age difference. Like you're not fist fighting.
Yeah, like
I know you have other brothers too, but like
Yeah, but I'll tell you, my cousin Martin, like one time, because he'd be mad annoying. He'd be mad annoying. He'd be doing shit sometimes that's out of the line, just be doing dumb shit. And one time he did too much. It was after a basketball, I think it was the CFC, whatever, Assumption one time.
Mhm.
And and he did some shit. He got in my face. He said I wasn't gonna do what I said I was gonna do. And when he did it, when he did that, I just clocked him one time. But when I did it, while it was happening, of course you don't want to hurt somebody that you care about. While I was swinging, I kind of held the punch back, but I still connected. So when we did that, everybody held us back, like everybody else held us back. And then he didn't start to fight me after that because he knew what he did. And then after that, I went up to him. I'm like, listen, I'm not supposed to be putting my hands to you like that, but you pushed it, and then it was over. It wasn't nothing crazy.
That's what's
yeah. So now back to your shit. It has to be. I don't know what the context was that y'all have to stop talking because you can fight. But
because so for me, like, yeah, once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. Like I look at it as if I put my hands on you, I can't look at you the same.
It's so literal. You're so literal.
Is that an issue though? Like, why don't you like that?
It's not. I don't like it or dislike it, but like if you're my friend and like we can come to an understanding, I'm not just gonna throw that shit away.
I respect it. I just can't. Like, it's
I feel that.
Woman. It would be like this. You know what I liken it to? If a woman I was dating or I was in a committed relationship with, she had stepped out.
Oh,
you cut.
So yeah.
You cut.
One chance. Like if you, this is so deep. Like you can keep going. Like
let's go.
Talking.
Let's get
of course,
into it, man. Let's get into
we will get into it. We will get into it. We still gotta go. Tristan, in like the same kind of vibe. Like there's so many like of these issues right now that's happening right now. But
please tell us what the context was, because
the context.
I think I feel like what you're saying is that if we're friends, we shouldn't get to that extent where we're throwing blows at all. And if I throw blows at you as a friend like that, that means we shouldn't at all.
Why did we fight? I don't know. We were just young, but what was
the reason? Why did you guys like? Why were you like, let's go right now? Was he bothering you, bullying you? Was he just like beating you in a video game and you guys went off?
No,
was it some previous beef in the classroom or something?
I don't really lose at 2K like that. Well, back when I used to play
2K. And how old were you?
Oh shit! I had to be about 13, 14.
Wow, so that's a
I didn't know Big Man that long, did I? Damn, I knew Big Man for a minute.
Everyone was at the crib that day, and it was inside someone's home.
I know he was. And
it was inside his family. Imagine getting your ass beat in your own house by one of your friends.
I don't know
who's asked it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be on here telling tales because I'm not gonna say that he took an L or I took an L because it was so long ago. But anyway, long story short, the context, it was over some dumb stuff. It's probably just over like macho, like, you know, when there's mad dudes in a place, people get, you know, hype and all that. So anyway, shot the ones that happened.
Yeah.
And then we didn't speak to each other. We didn't speak to each other all our college, all our high school. No, all of college. And then
holding grudges.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
I'm like that though. I'm one of those people.
This sounds childish to me.
Yeah, but they were children, so let it.
This sounds like the way how you guys are grown now.
That's funny.
If you and him sat down, you guys might laugh about this because I can't hear.
That's so funny.
Like, you guys might laugh about this shit and be like, "Damn, we could have talked it out in whatchamacallit." But go ahead.
So no, like I said, we cool.
But it's not the same.
We cool. Like we laugh, not about that because that's not cool. Like putting our hands on people is not cool in general. I'm not into that.
Never.
Did he beat you up?
You said, did he beat me up?
He said he's not going to disclose that.
No, I don't. No, really, I don't remember. I don't remember if I took it or if he took it. I don't remember.
Wow.
The only facts I do know, Big Mom was.
I would know.
Right, I would know.
You would know what?
I would know if I won a fight or lost a fight. I respect you not wanting to mention me, but it's the fact that you don't remember is funny to me. Like that shit would stick with me forever. I have a memory of steel. I have a memory. I remember shit from when I was like 4. Like I
had to, and yeah, we were drunk. If we had a party,
drunk at 13.
Yeah, 13, 14, 15, something like that. 16.
This is a private school lifestyle in Worcester. You guys still had your uniforms on too.
What's wrong with this kid? What is wrong with this kid? You had the uniforms on at a party. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
it had wow, and drinking at I was sheltered, so y'all always think I'm
I
from
wasn't
like
looking at 13, so I don't know what this guy.
13 was early. Like but I think that's like suburban shit. Like they're the
Me,
ones
Wyoming
that are
wasn't-
drinking.
Bro,
Everyone's in the basement. You ever watch those old
everybody
ass
does
movies?
drugs. Everybody drinks. That's just how it is.
God, I didn't have my first sip of alcohol till I was like, I think like my home. It's little. This doesn't even count. I can't believe I'm mentioning this. But like my homecoming, it was like a homecoming dance in high school. I think my senior year. That was the first time I ever took like a legit sip that I can remember of alcohol. Like it was wine. I took a small ass sip. I was like, ooh. And I didn't really drink like that till I was like my 20s, early 20s.
Oh wow. But yeah.
Look at the beast you created.
But anyway, no, but back to the original. So yeah, like if a girl did me wrong, you only get one chance.
Yeah, that was.
As much as I'm a forgiving person, I'll forgive you, but I'm cool on you.
Matters of the heart. I don't. When it comes to matters of the heart, I don't play with it. So with that, in that avenue, I get it. Like I get that. When it comes to playing games and stuff, and then when it comes to matter of my heart, that's why I haven't been to a relationship multiple. Like some people have been to 4, 5, 6 relationships.
Imagine.
You know what I'm saying? And just like moving on and not on to the next, I can't do on to the next. Like, because I feel like when I say yes to somebody and I say we're in it, for me personally, like I really want to put something into it. That's how I keep women at a distance. I keep it a buck with them and know what's up. But I can't myself. I can't see myself just like lying to somebody just because I want to get in her pants.
Hell yeah.
Right.
You feel me? Like
I'm on the same wave.
We're not gonna be in a relationship just because I want to get into your pants. No. Like
that's just a hook. That's just a quick thing. If you just that's like you make it known. If that's what you want.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Or are you just looking for relationships now? But Jordan, I'll let you get the last word in.
Actually, no, we can go on. It's not that serious. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go next thing.
I got a good topic I remember we all really wanted to touch on this one. So let's do it. The truck driver sentence. Okay. So basically he got it lowered to 10 years, but when it first happened, he had 110 years for the fatal crash. Just give an outline of the story. A truck driver who was sentenced to, this is ABC News, and the first article is People Magazine, if I didn't give them credit. A truck driver who was sentenced to 110 years in prison for a fatal accident in Colorado has been resentenced to 10 years. So glad that happened. 10 years after an outcry from family and advocates. Governor Jared Polis announced the communication of, I want to make sure I say his name right, but Rohel, I'm going to say Rohel Aguilera Medeiros, sentenced Thursday. I am writing to inform you that I am granting your application for communication. Polis wrote, after learning about the highly atypical and unjust sentence in your case, I'm commuting your sentence to 10 years and granting you parole eligible on December 30th, 2026. LeBron James will be turning 41 that day because that's his birthday, is December
30th. This kid is hilarious, I swear.
But y'all, I'll let y'all, if City, you want to start on this one, you want to get the first word in. Your thoughts.
What do you have to say? What do you have to say about it?
Huh? No, I just said this. It's basically, we all know that he was around the holiday time, he was in a major truck accident. I believe some people unfortunately perished in that.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, Jules, you go for it.
What? Why are you going 85?
Was he going?
Why are you going 85?
Or was it because he lost his brakes and he accelerated and got speed?
Oh, okay, so
his brakes went out. His brakes went out. That's why all this happened.
Okay, so I believe I've never been a trucker. I don't have my CDL or any of that stuff. But I believe before you leave your station or your office or whatever, they do like an inspection, right? They inspect all, like, your seatbelt's working, your brakes are working, your yada yada is working. Okay.
I doubt they do that before every trip. I think they inspect every truck that's on the lot and make sure they're rolling. But I don't think before every trip you take, they're checking. Like every trip you take, I don't think they're checking everything. I think before the car's on the lot, they're making sure, oil change and stuff is gone. But your load, I'm saying, again, I'm like you. I'm not fully aware everything that's going on, but I can think I would assume that they're not coming every load. Okay, let's do a brake check. My dad did a pickup before. I
Yeah.
don't think there was nobody there. He just went to his truck in the morning, got the truck, and, you know what I'm saying, and got in there.
And just for context, I was
Okay,
gonna say just for context, I was gonna read everything so we have all the facts out. But if you
sorry.
want to
Okay,
keep
go
going,
ahead. I'm sorry.
if you, I'll be quick. It's long, but I'll be quick. So 2026. So
Yeah.
attorney James Colgan, who represented Medeiros during the trial, said in a statement to ABC News, "Justice was served. This communication is far more reflective of the crime than 110 years. This type of justice is exactly why I went to law school and why I continue to practice law. Mr. Medeiros will be forever grateful for millions of people that supported him." Medeiros was sentenced on, I didn't want to skip that paragraph, that was pointless. Medeiros was sentenced on December 13th to 110 years in prison for a fatal 2019 crash on Interstate 70 outside Denver that killed 4 people and injured several others. A sentence the judge said he would have chosen if he had the discretion. Medeiros testified that his brakes failed, but he was driving 85 miles per hour when the speed limit was 45 miles per hour. And he drove past a runaway truck ramp before plowing into stop traffic, police said. He was found guilty by a Jefferson County jury of 27 counts. The most serious was first-degree assault, a class 3 felony. The number of the charges, mandatory minimum laws, and a classification that mandates some sentences be served consecutively resulted in the lengthy sentence. The length of your 110-year sentence is simply not, that's a word I can never say. I'm just going to skip right now. Simply not with your actions nor with penalties handled down to others for similar crimes. Paulus said in his letter, "There is an urgency to remedy this unjust sentence and restore confidence in the uniformity and fairness of our criminal justice system, and consequently, I have chosen to commute your sentence now." And like, it just says all this stuff. Last paragraph, I'm just gonna say, I think we can all agree that 110 years is excessive, which is my main point. Dwayne Bailey, the brother of William Bailey, who died in the crash, told GMA, but added the jury came to the correct decision to convict Medeiros. So basically, he's still going to get the 10 years, December 30th, 2026.
So you can go ahead, then I'll go.
Let's get into it.
I just want to think, like, was he before the brakes went out, was he being fully irresponsible, or did the speed accelerate when the brakes went out?
We're not privy to that.
That's impossible.
That's impossible. Only he knows that.
That's
not possible.
Huh?
That's impossible.
You can't accelerate. You can't accelerate. How can you accelerate?
In Colorado is full of hills. Colorado is the mile high.
Oh. Wait, did they mention that? Chopin, did you mention that?
That's a state that
it was an incline or decline?
No, I don't recall. Let me.
But it's in Colorado area, though. If you've been to Colorado,
that's a good point, City. No. That's a good point, bro. Yeah, I think that's
no point
right
on that. All it said was he was where he was located.
It's too vague. Yeah, so we can only speculate. Okay, I'm sorry.
Interstate 70 outside Denver. Interstate 70.
Nothing.
You feel me? Most unless you're in the city, it's flat out. Most of the roads and stuff in Denver got some type of dip to it. I mean, I could be wrong in that area, but when I was over there, I know for a fact.
I remember you were out there for a bit, yeah. A couple summers ago.
I'm just exhausted.
My thing is, like, I just think 110 years, like, that's excess. Like, that's crazy.
If he's being fully irresponsible, then he deserves it.
Oh, you think he would deserve 110 years if it stayed that way?
Was it four people died?
4 people died.
4 people died by you being irresponsible. You go to classes and you take classes. You follow strict rules for this reason. You're not supposed to be drinking. They check you guys to make sure you're not on any type of influence every time.
Yep.
So the reason why I'm saying he deserved all of it, if he was it was neglect what you understand, then yes, he deserves all of whatever
deserves whatever the thing is. And
whatever it was.
It's life. Yeah, got you.
Right, because I know a lot of people some people who decided if you even touch one drink, your CDL license could be, you know what I'm saying? It could be
gone forever.
Yeah, by anything. So with that being said, a lot of people who drive truck and stuff tell me that when I talk to them, they don't play with that stuff. So I'm not saying he was drunk, but I'm just saying that they're aware.
That's never come out. I don't believe he was.
Right, but they're all aware of consequences. So if he went there and he was speeding and then he passed the checkpoint place or whatever place area that he saw the sign, he could have pulled over, whatever it was, and he was being neglected to all those things, then yeah. But if that brake went out on him before he could realize anything, and he had no control. Because you're not slowing down. You're a big truck.
Right.
And he was on the highway.
Right.
I'm just saying. And if you were on an interstate highway in Colorado, it was definitely some type of dip hill or something.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm fully wrong, I could be fully wrong. I'll take that.
If we rolling with that, what you just said, then I don't think he should be doing any time at all. Because what fault does he have? If he's accelerating, stepping on the gas pedal, right? Let's say he's going 60, 50, 65, and then he steps on the brake. It's not working. How is he at fault? He's not the automobile. He's not the truck. So he's stepping on the brake. It went out. He kills 4 people, injures 3. How can you charge a man with manslaughter
Just
for no intent?
Unfortunate, very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just what do they call it? Act of God.
Dicey.
That's an act of God.
Unfortunately,
it's an act of God. It's faulty equipment went out, and if anything, that's on the trucking company, because like me and City discussed a few minutes ago, how I said, oh, what was the automobile inspected before leaving the office? No, it wasn't. They don't check out every time. You got to make sure you got to keep your workers safe.
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep your workers safe. He could have lost his life. Thank God that he didn't. But
now he
you
got
got
to
to keep
pay
your
the
workers
time.
safe. So that's on the office. The office should be getting sued the hell out of him.
Yeah,
they should get not the driver, the employee. You know what I'm saying? Yo, and when I was reading this article, I was thinking to myself, did this man in a million years ever think he's waking up in the morning and gonna kill 4 people and injure 3? Like, it's so crazy how you just trying to feed your family, and I don't want to say this is a nuisance. This is like such an unfortunate act of God that
it's a story.
He is now doing 110 years, just doing any time, and there was no type
10
of
years
intent.
might as well feel like 110
now
years. Like that's at that point,
like,
right?
Why is he doing time? Because people died. Like, yeah, that's unfortunate, and I would not want that to happen to anybody. But that's his employer's fault. They should have checked the brakes, the equipment.
One thing I will say though, what if, unless he was a private contractor, because a lot of these guys have their own truck and they pick up loads.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they have their own,
then that's on him. He has to check his own equipment, his own truck.
But then it goes back to him on the neglect and whatever else on not paying attention to his truck. Then, so it's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of situations for sure. It's a lot of situations for sure.
It's
But
again,
it's not a lot of details. But yeah, it's a again unfortunate situation. So again, prayers
so what,
to the
what's
families
the
and all that stuff.
So what's the consensus? He should do time.
I think, unfortunately, he's doing time. Like I don't have. He is doing time. Like I don't have. I can't. Yeah. Like yeah.
No,
I can't say no.
I'm saying though, bro. I'm saying,
but
the facts we know. What? Me personally, I don't think he should be doing anything. I think he should be free. What are you guys saying?
So you're saying if it happened to your family, you would be going after the company?
Yes, absolutely, sir.
And you would say he wouldn't have to do any time, the guy?
If it wasn't
yes, sir.
If it happened to some, okay. I think some punishment is warranted. Maybe 10 is excessive. It's not for me to say. Like I really don't have unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like you the guys gonna be rotting in jail for what? Yeah, you feel me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What if?
I'll let you go. I'll let you wrap it up, City.
What if he wasn't a truck driver and he was a regular car like one of us, and then he lost his one of us that he had lost his brakes on a regular car. You know what I'm saying?
That's on him.
And he wasn't speeding, but the brakes went out. He wasn't speeding. But in the fact that his car, it should be that.
So like, this is why they have people doing yearly inspections on our whips. Okay, because if something goes out and you injure or cause an accident, that's on you. So yeah, you should do time. That's just But if you are employed under somebody and they are giving you a company vehicle, not your vehicle, not your personal vehicle, a company vehicle, and they're expecting you to do a certain type of service for them, right, to make their company, build escrow or whatever. He's going out, and because of faulty equipment, he's just doing his daily normal route, and he goes out. That is not his fault at all, in my opinion. We can disagree. That's
City,
just my
all right,
opinion.
yeah, all right. I see City's over there enjoying down below. As my mom is actually calling me right now, but we in the podcast. I should actually have her on the podcast. But
You should.
speaking of, I thought about picking up the phone. Unfortunately, speaking. What?
Bob said, no bullshit. But Bob said that she'll one day be down to talk about.
Ooh, we gotta have someone's favorite. We should have Jules' parents on for YouTube.
Talk about the hardship of a divorce.
Ooh.
Or a separation.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be a good topic. Ask her questions and just talk. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, you can be your mom there too, and then she can talk about other experiences.
Yeah, we all talk about experiences. Family, parents talk about experiences for sure.
Yeah, I think that would be dope. Then they can give the watchers like I told you, our whole podcast is based on like our African background too. So that's why I like to incorporate. I will make.
Yeah, we gotta get Jules' family, your family, or whatever you want to have on. But yeah, but
I know. Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
I'm not
I got you.
Family, like
I know, I hear what you're saying. But that'd be dope. Even just in general, just to talk and just have.
Yeah, my mom said she would
get their views. There's so much going on. Like that's why I always say like we should be doing this more. But that's just me. But guys, we did lose a couple people since we last were on. Like some legends, some people. So I just wanted to. We touched on Betty White earlier, but Bob Saget passed away last week. That's crazy. That was sad. When Jules sent me that, when Jules sent me that, like I was sent us that, like I was like wow, like that's just someone that you grew up watching, as someone that's always been relevant in your world. In my world, I don't know. I know Jules, and it's just like it's crazy. It's such a loss in the TV comedy world, entertainment world, and like he'll be missed. He'll always be remembered. He'll always be a legend. Full House is gonna live forever. They had the reboot too. That will always live forever. But like that's a real funny man, a real like person, a real pioneer in the comedy world too. That is unfortunately no longer with us. So. Anyone else? Like I know Jules might have a thing or two to say.
About Bob. I mean, after school. Oh my God,
we talked about this
after school. That's who I used to watch. Him and many others. But yeah, he's a part of my childhood. But what I want to say, like in general, is that we are losing I am losing my childhood heroes, people who kept me out of trouble. I'm talking about from
you want to name
artists. Shit, man. I mean, the first big one was Michael Jackson.
Would you say that was our era, 2009?
That was mine. Maybe because I'm that old, but
I mean, we're all the same age. We're all in the same age range.
But I mean, I used to sit in front of as a kid. I used to sit in front of the television. My dad used to put in the.
I just feel like Michael Jackson's prime was in our generation. I feel like his prime was the 80s. That's just me.
Yeah, no, I'm saying though, but
even though he killed the 90s too.
My dad would have his concerts on VHS, and I used to sit and watch that repeat for hours. So yeah, it was like off the wall Mike. Yeah, it was like Thriller Mike that he had me watching. But no, so I'm saying in 2009 and 2010 when he passed, that was my first big like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then
Mike didn't really hit me like that.
Mike hit me hard. I mean, there's so many others, but Prince going, I was like, what? And then there's so many others. Kobe
is the one. Kobe is the one for me that will always have an impact. Like I think about Kobe every day.
Right, and that's like I don't cry. Like I literally don't cry. But that was the last time I ever cried. Was a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years ago. Yeah.
Because Kobe. Because that's the reason I actually started following the NBA was because of Kobe and Shaq. Let's be specific. Kobe and Shaq during the three-peat.
I thought it was because of Hakeem Olajuwon.
The Nigerian. No, I'll stop. But Hakeem the Dream is obviously he's
in 1984.
1984. I wasn't even born then. I am old, but I was not born then. So I started watching basketball because of the three-peat when I just Kobe and with the afro and he had the the feet you wear, Adidas. I was like, yo, like who is this guy? And then Shaq just catching the ball, catching the ball on the block, just turning around. It was just automatic and one. So seeing Kobe go, and I don't cry. I'm telling you, like I'm not emotional. I'm not an emotional person. I would say I'm not emotional. So having like tears come out of me was kind of a surreal feeling. You know, just seeing like the crash photos. I don't want to bring those memories back. But,
don't go too deep.
But my whole point is that you know, like we are losing our childhood heroes, and it's just hitting me like DMX too, like DMX too. Like what? It's crazy, man.
Damn, yo. Imagine. I don't want to go into it, but
no,
go into it.
Like, nah, when all the stuff that Drew was saying, and when he said that, all I could think about is just like, I heard one report, could be right or wrong, something about, I think it was the body or how the position, but he had his daughter in his, like, he was hugging her.
I heard that too. I didn't see it, but I heard it. Yeah.
So right now in my head, when you're just saying that, I was just picturing it is in your head, you're literally telling yourself, this is the end. You're just closing your eyes, and then it's about to be literally, whoo, like what?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Wild. It's just literally, you're literally just like we fly all the time. So imagine, and then just imagine like you're going into this thing, you're like, it's over, and then all of a sudden, it's over,
bro.
Whew.
That's why John Madden and Fat Joe, well, John Madden, he was not trying to fly. Like I think that's why he stopped coaching. That was part of it. But
I mean, that,
go ahead.
If you finish up, I was gonna say with that, just thinking of that, like the two like major like aircraft accidents that always get me is Kobe and Alia, and it's just like that feeling when you know that it's the end and like there's nothing you could do. There's no way to simulate how that feeling feels. Like you just have to go through it. It's just like it's crazy.
You bringing up Aaliyah. I remember I want to say I was 8 or 7, and I seen Biggie's hearse go through Brooklyn, and it's crazy because at that time when you're a kid you don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, I didn't know about them until I was like a teenager.
But life is just, man. You just really have to like. Every time you wake up, every day you wake up, you have to really thank God. Like I don't do it. I'll tell you the truth. I don't do it. Every time I wake up, I'm just like, wake up in the morning, take a piss, brush my teeth, get my day cracking. Like, but
you got to download the Bible app.
Chopay, was I talking to you? Nah, it had to be Kendall. It was probably Kendall. But I was saying to myself like, how I made it to 32 is like it's only act of God.
Absolutely,
really.
Yeah.
Because some of the decisions I've made is like, I should not be here. I really shouldn't. Some of the people I've been in cahoots with in my life, I shouldn't be here. Some like it's really a miracle that City's alive. Like me and City are still friends after us knowing each other for so long. Meeting you at school, Chopay, and then we're still in contact. Now we're in the real world as adults.
Yeah.
It's like it's amazing though, and again, we're not in jail, we're not dead. Yeah,
that's the biggest
man.
one. No,
especially as a black man.
Absolutely,
as a black man,
and it's only getting harder. It's like it's not getting easier. It's actually getting a lot harder in this new world.
And throw mental health on top of that.
Robin Williams. We got
Robin Williams. He had all the money in the world. He had Oscars. He's one of the greatest.
Sorry, Robert Kelly. R. Kelly. You said Williams.
I said Robin Williams. Oh, did I say Robert Williams?
Yeah. Wait, were you saying Robin Williams or were you saying Robert?
Robin. I was saying Robin.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, because you said Rob. I thought you were saying Robert.
Not a comedian.
Oh.
Yeah, you're saying the comedian because I thought you meant Rob Williams, a basketball player, and I was like, what?
No. Tom Lord. That's my guy. Shout out Tom Lord. But
I thought you were saying Robert.
No. Shout out Tom Lord. R. Kelly, he's doing his time for what he did, and then but yeah, Robin Williams, yeah, man, and that's what I'm saying. Like we gotta be thankful, man. We really gotta be thankful, man, that we made it to 32. A lot of people we know.
32 on Thursday. I'm 32 in like 6 days, 7 days, 6 days.
Very old man. Very old man. But
No, this should be my podcast. Maybe the next episode will be my birthday podcast episode because it should be the one after.
I can't wait for those topics. I know they're gonna be exciting.
Maybe we could film. I mean, we'll see when we do whatever we do.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out of town
I
a little bit after that.
long.
Yeah. No, you're good. And let's just keep going with it. Let's just keep going with. Like, I just realized, like, I'm gonna be out of town. Like, I'm gonna be away. I'm probably going to be doing a podcast. I was thinking of the dates. I might possibly be filming. I should remember to bring my stuff with me. I'll be in DC at the end of January. I'll tell you guys off camera why, or off. I'm not gonna put.
I already know, so it's all good.
No, you don't know why I'm gonna be. You really don't know. Wait, you might know actually, but I don't think you do. I don't think I mentioned it. City knows. I think I told him last night. But I'll be in DC the end of January. She'll probably be the person. Will be mad that I'm even talking about it on the podcast. But yeah, I'll be in DC. So it's funny, yeah, man. We're in a new year.
I've been to Chocolate City.
Never met. What?
Why are you being secretive about?
No, because this person, the reason I'm gonna be there, does not like me in general, because she's the closest person that I am within my life. Doesn't like me telling her business to anyone. Like, she doesn't like the fact that that's all gonna be on this much is on the podcast. She's gonna give me shit when she listens to it.
I respect it.
So she'll be all right, but will she be all right?
Whoa, bro, you put yourself on blast right now.
Who, me? Yeah, I know I am.
Yeah,
I'm having fun with it. I don't care. I'm having fun with it.
If you're having fun with it, I'm having fun with it. All right, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
It's family.
So
it's family.
What are
So
we going on to?
We're just talking. We're just talking right now, man. I don't know how long we go, but let's wrap it up with a little bit of basketball talk. Let our fellas in. It just came to me. We'll just use these next couple, however long, just talking ball. In the most recent, we haven't talked ball in a while. In the most recent past, sorry, I'm just gonna rewind. We had Steph. He passed the 3-point record sometime in December, I believe. Kyrie finally came back. Clay came back, and like the NBA's heating up. We almost All-Star weekend coming up in about a month soon, and exactly about a month. The season's heating up. This is what I just can't wait till the playoffs. Celtics, I don't know what they're doing. They're pissing me off. They play the Bulls in a couple hours. I was thinking about going to the game, but Zach LaVine ain't here, so it ain't even worth it anymore. So I ain't going to the game. And it's crazy out here. It's like a free flow, but I got the Nets in 6 in the finals against the Warriors. NBA is
really weird right now. That's why I'm watching college ball, because the thing is,
go into it.
We don't know how to combat this virus. And so now we went from a protocol teams went from a protocol of 10 days out to, I think it's 5 days out now. Players have to stay away from the team. So you're seeing players who were in their prime in like 2010 are now getting contracts. And it's just like, there's no chemistry on any team. So right now it's really just like, go out there, play your hardest. You really cannot say who the best team is, because there's no chemistry on any team. So right now,
but some teams are winning. Some teams are getting through it.
Right, and that's credit to coaching.
Is you got whatever's thrown at you, you just got to get through it. Some teams.
For sure.
I don't agree with that. Like, if you're a legit team,
next man up, be on the team.
Next man's up. Exactly. I don't say, just because.
In the NBA, bro, what are you saying? Like, these
you gotta navigate it.
Players, gameplay millions. If your time is called, time to ball. Like, I get chemistry. I get because you got an eight-man rotation in most teams. 8-man rotation.
Exactly.
Usually you have 8 to 9-man rotation, and then now they're coming off the bench. They play with each other at practice all the time.
Facts. Guys, let's get to the real fact of it. Let's not beat around the bush. What the fuck is wrong? Oh shit! What's going on back there?
I heard something like that. So what's going on outside?
What the fuck is going on with the Lakers? Let's go Russell Westbrook. Let's put it all out. This is what the people want to hear. I've been saying this for years. Y'all have been defending him for years. You cannot defend him anymore now that he's wearing the purple and gold. I've been biting my tongue because I'm like, I've said this. And Russell? Now, yes, look how the Lakers look. Look how Russell looks. We always knew this is who he was. And again, I'm not going to get disrespectful. I'm not going to hate, but this is who he was. And let's go. Let's go. I'm
the biggest Brody fan.
Take the emotions out of it.
Yeah.
He's probably uncomfortable right
this
now.
This team was never set for success. They were not built the right way. LeBron just was just like, let me just play with a bunch of my friends and all these people. They have no chemistry. You were just talking about chemistry.
I was just talking about that.
And that, but the Lakers didn't have it from the first day of practice.
How did Kyrie and LeBron work and Russ and LeBron can't work? Why?
Because Kyrie could change. Kyrie was different. And LeBron said, Kyrie, you do you. Like LeBron said there's times when Kyrie could show out and do him. Like Kyrie could be himself. Kyrie never had to change. Kyrie had to adjust a little, of course, had to adjust his game a little bit, but LeBron let him rock. LeBron is letting, obviously Russ is going to rock himself. Russ is going to do what Russ wants to do.
Okay.
But like, he's not efficient anymore. Kyrie was an efficient player. Kyrie had a high IQ. Kyrie is a basketball mastermind. Kyrie, it was just more of like personalities, and like Kyrie was just like, I'm not like, this shit is not gonna work for me. Like this guy LeBron talks to me like I'm like he's my dad. Like I'm not, like, fuck him. Like that's how, like, Kyrie and LeBron didn't rock on a personal level, but like on the court they rocked. And I think on a personal level, Russ and LeBron rock, but on the court they do not. Like the fact that KD had to play with this dude for 8 years and led the league in scoring 4 times, like, I applaud that. Like, I gotta put my mic down.
So that means there is something that Russ can do.
Of course, he's the MVP.
But now we're saying that not. But Soap just said that KD still won the scoring championship 4 times while playing with Russ. Correct?
Well, Russ taking like more shots. I don't know if any of those seasons, but just in general, like the Warriors, let's like, I'm just zooming around the league. Like the Warriors, I feel like in the West, I feel like they got it. Phoenix plays well, but in the series, like if it's Phoenix and Golden State, I take Golden State. I take the experience, even though it's only 3 players really and 4 if you count Iguodala that have experience with the Warriors' big 3.
That's disrespectful.
But to who?
To Iguodala.
He doesn't really play like, he's not really going to play like, maybe in the playoffs, but like he's older.
You said experience.
No, I said +4. I said and Iguodala.
No, you said maybe. You said if you count Iguodala.
If you count him, because like he's not in the starting lineup anymore.
Count Iguodala. Count that man.
Of course, respect. What do you mean?
So we're gonna count Iguodala, not if.
Okay, so count him.
Yeah, that man. Yo, do you know how many shits Iguodala is been in?
Of course. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Oh, and he's Nigerian too.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. His family, he's like first generation American.
He might be, because I remember something happened when he was in Philly. I think I remember something by his family. I don't know.
His family? You got some insider info?
No, like them saying something about his family from Nigeria, but I could be wrong.
I think
he is Nigerian.
He is. Sorry, I did not mean to disrespect Andre. He's a legend. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, everybody makes the basketball Hall of Fame.
Are you?
Yeah. So the Warriors. I wish I wouldn't be on this podcast right now. The Warriors are the best team in the West. I agree. The reason being is because they have I think the Warriors have everything. The Warriors have everything. The Suns, I just feel like they're just a little bit too young. The core is a little bit too young. They just came from
the finals. They just played in the finals.
Yes.
They got experience now.
We all know what happened. We all know what happened in the finals.
They were up 2-0.
They were up 2-0. Wait, but remember the Baby Thunder? Didn't they win game 1?
Yep.
It doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's like, oh yeah, we'll give you a game or 2, and then we'll let you know what time it is. Oh damn. Okay, but yeah.
Did I distract you?
Yeah, you did.
Oh man.
That's not a bad thing, but I mean that's
right there. That's what we got the editor for. He can cut it from when you paused.
No, we're still going. But my thing is, what am I saying?
Right there. Don't get into nothing because there was 1 minute. It's gonna be hard to cut all this. No,
I was never going to. Now we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep this so they know how real it is. It's fine. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But anyways,
I was reading it. I was like, damn.
Yeah, but this guy Jules takes everything so literal all the time. But just real quick. Anyways, what I was saying with that is now you got me off track. So I'm just gonna. I'll see y'all on the other side. Guys, let's get into this Meagan Good. So I got this, you all know, Meagan Good and Devon Franklin. Another divorce. We got another divorce joint. So everyone's divorcing in Hollywood. Let me read this real quick. Meagan Good and Devon Franklin split was a long time coming, a source says. Meagan Good and Devon Franklin split may not have been a surprise to those who knew them. After Harlem actress 40 and the preacher 43 announced their decision to divorce on Tuesday after nearly 9 years of marriage. A source tells People that Good and Franklin's breakup was a long time coming. Their work schedules, it's always their work schedules, right? Their work schedules often kept them apart, and they just haven't been spending a lot of time together this past year. The source says, when they did have time in their schedules, it'd often just be hours that they would be able to spend quality time together. Good and Franklin wed in June 2012 in Malibu, California, after they met on the set of the movie Jumping the Broom in 2011, when he was working as a studio executive.
Oh, that's what they met.
They moved
Wait,
really
did we
quickly.
talk about this in last episode?
They moved really quickly, and they first got together, and Devon fell super hard for her. It's sad, but it's been a long time coming. Meagan is really busy with work right now and is doing her best to stay positive. After so long together, it's a big life change for both of them, obviously, the source adds. A separate insider similarly, sorry, that's a weird word, tells people, due to their busy work schedules and filming in different states, they didn't see each other that much, even before COVID. Then they spent a massive amount of time together, and after that, they barely saw each other. Franklin is an executive producer on the upcoming BET Plus series Kingdom Business, which wrapped filming in Atlanta in August. Reps for Good and Franklin did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. They sent. Let me read the statement. On Tuesday, Good and Franklin announced their split in a joint statement 6 months after celebrating their 9th wedding anniversary. After much prayer and consideration, we have decided to go into our future separately, but forever connected, they said. We celebrate almost a decade of marriage together and a love that is eternal. There's no one at fault. We believe this is the next best chapter in the evolution of our love. The actions continue.
Please.
We are incredibly grateful for the life-changing years we spent together as husband and wife. We are also extremely thankful to God for the testimony being created inside us both, and for blessing our lives with each other.
That. The testimony being created inside us both. I like that.
And
who wants to begin?
Y'all were ready. Y'all were talking, and no, we didn't touch on this before. If you know why we did it. So we're touching on this right now. Whoever wants to touch on it first, go. I don't know who to hand off. I think Jules wants to go. I like to serve Jules the pitch, and then I'll go off whatever Jules got to say.
I know Shupe has a lot to say, so I'll try to make this. I'll try to make this as quick as possible.
I'm bouncing off whatever you say.
See, for me, especially under God-fearing people. So when they met on the set of 2011 on Jump the Broom, I don't think I've seen the movie, right? They knew that these are two people who are going, from then on, their careers are going to be heavily involved in the entertainment business. Do we all agree? Okay, so when they wed, they had to come to the understanding that we are not going to be seeing each other as often as we'd like. Because we love each other, we are going to somehow make this work, even when times get tough. They got tough. Both people, they crumbled. Because when you exchange vows under God, for me, and this is why I always say I would like to be married. I would like to have a family. But it's a full-time job. And I feel like people are just I feel like people just like, oh yeah, like they like the idea of marriage.
So yeah, what I got to say to that is that like it might be that way in 2012. It might be all good. It might be positive in 2012. You might be down with whatever situation is, but in 2021, now it's a different story. That was like, oh, I guess not, and it's divorce and you go your separate ways. So it's always a tricky game, bro. Like I
It's tricky,
say,
but
it's
you're doing it under God. And see, basically what I'm trying to say is, I feel like people are treating marriages just like committed relationships. Oh, it didn't work out because of this and this, or this and this, this and this and that. It's different. If I commit to myself to a girl and then I mess up or she messes up, we didn't go to a chapel or Las Vegas or have a ceremony and say, hey, till death do us part, sickness and health and this. No, hey, my name is Julian. Hey, whoever girl's name. All right, let's be in a committed relationship. Boom. But for me, as a God-fearing man, when I am exchanging vows under, my Lord, my higher power, we getting through whatever. That's just me. We going through whatever. I don't care like what it is. Like, this is what marriage is. You tough it out. You work it
you
out.
should just wait until you're like 70 to get married then, because you don't want to spend way too much time.
But
I hear you,
marriage.
but like so you're gonna go through. So she cheats on you. You're gonna get through that.
You got to get through it. You
you
don't have to. If you
fuck
exchange
that.
See, this is marriage.
Fuck
This is
that.
Chope. That's a part of the vows, not to commit adultery.
But and she does.
That's in the vow. You're not supposed to commit adultery.
So when you're saying so Jules is you're married, however you're older obviously, and you put yourself you're in a predicament now where someone's coming on to you. No, it's always, she could be the baddest. It could be fucking Rihanna that's up on you, and you're turning that down.
That is the point of marriage.
It's easy to say that, but if you're in the position,
true.
I'm just saying that for you. I'm just saying it. Yeah,
I'll give you that. But I'm saying, I'm just saying in
no, that's very admirable of you, though.
Yeah,
so
I'm just saying in general fact. That's what marriage is.
But you haven't been in the situation, so you don't know.
I have, yeah,
right.
So that's just your idea.
And you keep saying it's under God. I get it, it's under God, but you shouldn't be. I don't think God is. I don't think God is like fully okay with you doing something just because of him and not you doing something genuinely. I think he wants you to really do things genuinely. If you get what I'm trying to say, like you don't want to really do it, but I'm just doing this so I don't get in trouble or so I don't get with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should be doing something because you genuinely want it, and then now being under God just makes you to hold it times two as a vow to something, but you shouldn't just go into it. Like, you should fully want this thing, if you know what I'm saying. Not that just like, because it's under God, so it shouldn't. No. Like, before it gets under God, you should really 3,000% want it, and then put it under God to, like, secure that, like, anointings or whatever that would be, you want to call it.
Well, yeah, no, of course, I definitely agree with that.
Right, and you just said yes to Soap asking you if you said like to death do us part is where Jules is leading at. So you're saying that through that Soap asking if somebody cheated on you in the relationship, somebody that you actually put your full time and dedicated everything to, and in the marriage, dedicated everything to. Kids yet or no kids yet, but you're putting in a part of your everyday thinking. You're either supporting or making sure they're comfortable every day, and you're making sure you're doing the thing of not going with other women. And with that being said, cheating, when a woman cheats on you, knowing what we know about women, when she cheats on you, that means this part is gone. When women cheat on you, that means something is gone. Men just cheat.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's big facts.
Woman says she loves you. If she's going on that stance to say she loves you, then within that relationship and that stance she took, she ends up cheating on you. That means she stepped out because this is going on. Woman finally cheats, especially when you're at a marriage level. That means she took herself to get there. You know what I'm saying? So that means at that point she was, or she wanted to be. But then now she's not. From what we know about women, when a woman finally steps out of a relationship, that means you've lost her. Or
I
unless,
agree.
unless she's being spiteful, and I still feel if a woman is being spiteful, no woman is gonna be spiteful like that. I mean, she was already losing. You was already losing her anyway. Then she got spiteful. You feel me? Because when a woman's done, she's done. She's gonna walk away and leave you without trying to go do all that extra shit. Because no woman, you know what I'm saying, no real woman that respects herself will go do that. Or you could, what you could do, I could do it too. No, most women who respect themselves don't go through that. Or what you do, I can do it too. That's not what it's supposed to be. So what you're saying, I'm gonna ask you again, is that what you stand by?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So before I present, and wait, what's funny?
You shouldn't be a sucker nigga in this relationship. That's what
No, no, no. Wait, hold on. What I'm saying is though, because if I'm presenting an engagement ring, if I'm presenting an engagement ring,
sorry, can I just say something? I just feel like nothing should ever be definite, especially in the relationship context umbrella. That's what it is. That everything is kosher. Like everything is ebbs and flows. Like things can change, situations change. Like shouldn't just shut yourself off to say like this is the way I look at this, and like there's no turning back. That's just my opinion on that. But I like
that's fine. So you're entitled. You're entitled to that.
Jules has what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're entitled to
City,
that.
you agree with me?
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, yeah, you shouldn't just like, because since you're not in it, you haven't experienced that yet. Like,
especially if you haven't experienced.
Have you been hurt? Have you like been hurt before? Like really, really been hurt? Because imagine, like Super said, like imagine dedicating yourself to something and not thinking, looking to you dead in the eyes, and you're still staying there when the thing is telling you that it doesn't want you there, but you're still telling me just because I want to be under the Lord and I'm going to do, the Lord is even going to look at you stupid.
No.
That's what you just said.
You just said if the person doesn't want to be there, I would never hold somebody. You're holding somebody hostage.
That cheating was the message that you didn't get, but you still said, we can work through it, baby. Let's make it out to the day. We made this work. And she's going to go cheat. And like I said,
cheat again? Is she going to cheat again? Is she going to cheat again?
What we know about women, when she steps out, she does not step out for fun. She steps out because she's done.
Can we unpack that in a second? But keep going.
No, I don't have a problem with people breaking up. I'm just saying, for me, I just look at them like, what was the experience? What was the point?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, for me, if a woman steps out on me and I'm married to her, me personally, I would try to work it out. I would try my best to work it out. But
she's gone though. She's not turning around. She's not, and like it will always be that animosity. So I was gonna be like, damn, she fucking cheated on me. She don't really love me. She don't care about me. Like you're always gonna have that.
You're gonna feel that.
Yeah. If you want to live with that, if you want to continue to,
bro, I'll tell you, even when she happened with my
marriage, in a marriage, fuck that.
When she happened with my ex, Jules, when she happened with my ex, I thought about making it work. I thought about like I told you from I don't know what episode I brought it up with my ex and the whole situation.
Yeah, you told us. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So like I was saying straight up, like I considered her a few times because why? Like it was for almost 5 years, right? Her mom never had no sons. She took me in as a son. I didn't go live with them, but she took like me being a part of her daughter was like, dang, I have another son. So she was like, she looked at me as us. Yeah, I have a son. She literally, when I called her and I said I wanted food, I wanted my favorite food for the day or whatever I wanted. My mom made something else that I didn't want. I would call her. She would go to the store and buy it just because she wanted a son. Boom. My mom took her daughter the same way, vice versa. My little brothers adopted and accepted her as an older sister because it's around the house. Her little sister called me big brother. Like we was all like a two family going on. So when that shit happened, I thought about it. But what we just said just now, I literally thought about it. Like my grandma is 71 or 72 now. Up to today's day, my grandma still brings up about that relationship, right? And still tell me that how she wished that could be working out. But I thought about it and I knew all these things was going to be affected by it because of what we built going on. Even in high school, I even had some of my high school friends saying, yo, y'all relationship admire me for us to make me admire that, to want to do that.
Y'all started dating in high school?
Yeah. So when that whole thing happened, I thought about all that. But the reason why I feel like I couldn't go back, because of what we just stated just now. In the back of my head, I'm going to be thinking, like, she did that. Like I'm a human being. You're a human being. There's nothing any human being can tell me. Oh, I'll get over it. No, those thoughts will come out. She could tell you she's going down the street to her friend, or even going out on trips with her friends. You're gonna think she's fucking everybody on the trip. You might.
Oh man.
We were watching Insecure yesterday, and then she goes. It was one of the episodes. One of the chicks goes, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go check on the babysitter," like leaving her husband. And then we were all thinking, "Oh yeah, no, she's gonna go cheat." It's like that's fun. Right. No, that to have that. Yeah,
it's gonna be natural. Like especially if you never thought that it was gonna, especially in a marriage now, and you thought that you and this person actually came to this time. Like, yeah, you know, at this age, let's say, you know, you're in your 30s. So let's say then you get to the mid 30s, you get married, Jules, and then you and that person come to a conclusion. You're like, I bet me and somebody in this 30 range, we've been through a lot in life. We understand what we want now. This is what we want. Then that person goes and deceives you and does otherwise. You're telling me you're still making this shit work and want to go chase it? All right, Jules, bye-bye. I'll be on the phone listening to it. I'll talk to you.
So, is everything good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, what I have to say to that is, again,
I'll pick up
once somebody breaks a vow that we exchanged, then yes, like all bets are off. I'm saying for me, I'm only getting married once. I don't know about anybody else. I'm only getting married once.
No, like you don't know that though. Like
who doesn't know what? Hold on, wait. Hold on, City. Wait. Who doesn't know what?
No one knows what's gonna happen in our life. Like, of course, you only want to get married once. Maybe you won't want to get married again, but your marriage could end it. Like, you can't control whatever thoughts your wife will have.
No, I'm talking about being married, being remarried.
Yeah, well, if you never want to get married again after being married and divorced, then I understand that. But I just
that's
mean
all I
in
said.
general.
I didn't say anything else. I said I'm only getting married once. That's what I said. And then, anyway,
so you not go back.
I'm just saying that, like you never know.
So you not gonna get to nothing serious after that?
What if you get married, you get divorced, and then?
So you date, and you actually make a connection with somebody else that you feel you're gonna keep it.
I'm not getting married.
All I've learned is that just don't make, especially with this podcast the last year, almost year, don't ever make any definite proclamations. Like,
I can make a definite one, and being married once, and that's it.
Okay, I mean that's true. I mean that's in your control.
Me.
Yeah,
I'm not getting. No,
so that means you can lose. So say like you can lose out on relationships. Saying like if again this is like all along shot, like you're divorced and then you meet someone else. And then they want to get married, but it's all relative. It's all relative. I don't want to get into all that shit.
It is relative.
Yo, I can agree with Jules though. I can agree with Jules a little bit.
Of course.
Think about it now. We're at this age, right? And we already talking about this marriage shit. How we already are skeptical about it in all ways, right? And we give it one try. And we give it one try at this age now. And I'm saying when I'm now 20s, at this age, time ain't waiting for nobody. So at this, it will actually give it a chance in our mid 30s. And then something goes south that it didn't make no sense that you did. Damn, I thought it was in this. And you try to do what Jules did. It's talking about like you actually try to make it work. And then something else happens. I feel him on that one. I don't think I want to go in this thing anymore. I think
nobody wants to get married, but you don't control who you might meet in the future.
Right. No.
Of course, you might not want to like get married, but like that could be an issue if the other person does. So that's what I'm saying. Like you always just have to. It's all relative. Like I said, like I don't want to get too deep. Like we've gotten into this before. Agreed. I don't want to like beat a dead drum. But it's just it's funny. It's all funny to me.
No, but like I just okay. Go ahead.
You go.
I just want to say one thing. So I have had women where, because of the way I think about marriage, cohabitation, and having children, I've had women be like, "I'm cool on you. Like we can't do anything more because of that's how you feel about this." Like I've had that, so I know at 32 what I want, and I know what I want right now. But like in my 20s, I didn't know. I would like, player, like, I'll do that.
Player.
We'll do that in future. We do that in future. Yeah, I get the draws, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want to do this no more. Like, but now
you get the what?
Like the drawers.
The panties.
The
I can't.
panties.
Yeah, I can't. I don't. I wanted to say something else, but you got people with the PG-13 on here, whatever.
No, this is
But
rated R.
That Victoria
uh,
body.
yeah, the
Explicit.
Victoria's Secrets for sure. But no, like,
Do you have like a favorite, like when like like a garment or a lingerie that like you want your girl to wear? Like when you see that, you're like, damn, like you get excited.
The thinner the better.
yeah,
Like where you just
I would
like,
agree with that. I would agree
or
with
like
that. The
what's
thinner the
that
better.
outfit that gets you going?
The thinner the better, bro.
What's that? I'm asking you both. What's that outfit that is like you see a girl in that outfit
You have to mix it
and
up.
you're just like, damn, I want like what is she wearing? Like that ideal outfit.
Anything
If it's
see-through.
red,
So yeah,
red.
Red's
Red.
your favorite color?
Red's a hot color.
Yeah, I like red, but when they put them red lingerie on and they mix it up with like
Hmm.
wait, I'll be
Yeah, like it's like lace.
night
Yeah.
night, baby.
Lace.
It's night.
He said satin lace. Hey,
You're going
Like
to
lace
bed.
or see-through.
Lace.
Anything that I can see your
Yeah,
shape.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
yes, like it's
Yeah.
summer day. You out, like you see them out. Everyone's walking around
See-through.
the city, walking down Newberry Street. You just see that.
Yeah.
What about kicks? Shoes, like if she got like a fresh pair of Jordans or what is it? Jordans, or she has like nice shoes. I know Jules is a big like high fashion kind of guy. Designer.
Heels.
You want to see designer?
I just like
Fucking-
swag. No matter
just
what you
swag,
have,
yeah.
I like swag.
I'm
I can
always
tell
a
if you
sneaker
got
guy.
nonsense.
If
You
she's
got
wearing,
nonsense.
if she has fire sneakers on, kicks, I'm like, that shit's hot.
Yeah,
To me.
sneakers are
Always
like-
hot. All like if you got fire
I mean,
sneakers,
but what are we talking about? Like, are we talking about like attraction? Or are we talking about like sexual?
both.
Nah, sneakers wouldn't do it for me. That's just me. Like,
So
I'm
like
talking about.
if you just see a baddie walk by, like she has a dope out, she has that see-through outfit that you love, but then she also wearing kicks, like fire kicks.
You
Like
gotta, I mean, they gotta be some like fire like heels. I mean,
so you don't want your girl, so you don't like a girl that's wearing sneakers, is what you're saying.
no, but I'm saying in terms of like, okay, I'm trying to explain it. I'm trying to explain it to like make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
How I'm picturing a girl to where
This
I'm
guy
like, I'm
playing
looking at
video
girl.
games too. He looks like he's playing video games.
I mean, it's
I
cool.
was watching highlights.
Yo, so I'm picturing a girl in like some like YSL heels, some leather pants,
See?
and like a nice blouse. That's how I look at it. Now when I see a girl something like shaped like that or like dressing like that, I'm thinking like, oh wow, like I want her. If I see a girl wearing a fire outfit, it's more so like, oh yeah, like I get to know her, but it's not sexual. Like that's the difference.
That's
Do you feel
crazy. I feel what you're saying. I don't
feel what
have
I'm
the
saying?
same
Like,
thing though.
it's like, oh yeah,
But
like
I like Jules'
we
mind.
know who we talk about right now. You and I know who we talk about
Yeah.
right now. Like that's exactly how I look at her.
It's so funny because like everyone always says about me, it's like, yo, like I always wonder like how like you think or like how your mind works. Like they always say that to me. And I'm like, I never think of that for anyone else except for Jules. Like I think the same way for Jules too, because like I feel like you're like the way that you like come up with shit is different. I also feel
Yeah, for sure.
different. And, like
For sure.
but which I find funny. I get that a lot for myself, but I'm like, wow, like this dude's different. Kind of like how you said, like I'm the only black kid that you know that doesn't say the N-word when you first met me. So that shit always makes me laugh.
You know what's funny? I never noticed it. This is real quick. I never noticed it until I forgot what made me notice. I was like, yo, oh yeah, I just asked you randomly. I said, why don't you ever say it?
Yeah.
But but as black people, that's even kind of funny. Like, why should I even say that? Like, why should I even ask another African man, like, why don't you use the word? You see how sick sometimes people are. But anyway, we can move along.
Yeah, I love it. I fucking love it. See, this is the content. This is the shit.
Didn't we have an episode on the N-word?
Yeah, we did. Okay.
Okay.
During the Kyrie and Dennis Schroeder shit. When Dennis Schroeder said that, it went up to him. Remember that game when they got ejected? And Kyrie was like, what'd you call him?
Kyrie really
changed. I love Kyrie. You already know my thought. Welcome back, Kyrie. When you play in Boston, hopefully I'll make it to the game. I went to the Brooklyn Nets game recently, like November, right before Thanksgiving. So not recently anymore, but shout out the Brooklyn Nets, the 2022 NBA champions. We just talked basketball earlier. I won't keep going, but yeah, shout out the Nets. Shout out Brooklyn.
Yeah. But yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
to wrap up,
Hell yeah. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
that's my thoughts on Megan and Franklin,
Shout out.
Devon Franklin. Yeah. Shout out to them.
No kids, so they're not gonna have that connection, but they'll always have that love. They have their
Going back to
time.
what City said.
They have their time. You got the universe around you, right? Sorry, I'll let you go.
Oh yeah, hold on.
No.
How do people doing those pictures? Yo, you see people on IG, they be doing those pictures. Where,
Yeah,
like
when they're in Paris with the Eiffel Tower and shit. Yeah.
They're like this. I'm like,
look at this is Michael Strahan over here in space.
this guy's stupid. Right? Go straight in. What's the guy's name? Neil deGrasse. But what do you call it?
Neil Armstrong?
No. The black the
Neil
black
deGrasse
NASA.
Tyson. Oh, I don't know if he's NASA. He's NASA, but you go.
He's not NASA.
Neil Armstrong, but whatever.
We need more African people representing the outer space. But see, making me lose my train of thought. Okay, yeah. City said, the children. That's a very, very key, very, very key, because they don't have children, so it's much it's much of an easier amicable split to have, because you're not dividing a family, you're not tearing a family apart, and we all know what's going on in the media now. We don't have to get into it. I mean, unless you guys want to, but
Tristan and Chloe, we got so many examples. We're not going to get into it.
Yeah, that, and also the sister of Chloe is also in.
They were never married. Oh, you mean Kim K and Kanye?
Yeah.
Shit, we didn't even touch that. There's so much to touch on, guys. You see,
Pete Davidson, Julia Fox. Yeah, that's a lot.
Shout out Pete Davidson, one of my favorite comedians, one of my favorite people in the industry.
I never found him funny. I don't understand.
I don't even like his. I might actually watch his latest stand up right now because this football game is kind of up a wrap. So, but Pete Davidson, I just like him because like he's just authentically himself. You feel me?
I agree with that. He is himself.
And like he just rocks out and does his thing. And he's with fucking Kim Kardashian. Like, can you imagine that? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, they don't need, like, just have your fucking fun. If he's smashing shit, enjoy that shit. I'm sure he is. Wow. I know he is.
You're wilding tonight. I think, I don't think it would be strange if Kim was like just single. The fact that she went from a 5-year marriage, I think it was 5-6-year marriage, they were married, Kanye and Kim. Then the next man is Pete Davidson. That's where it's like, does Kim have a type? Because Kanye and Pete are not.
I guess not. Type. But Pete, like,
you know what's right?
What happened?
He said neither was Ray J. That was like 20 years ago.
Oh, real.
But yeah, but I think Pete Davidson just has that personality. Again, like, I'm not trying to compare myself to him, but like there's like a quirky, cool personality that I don't know. I didn't say it, but that's what I get. City said it, not me. I didn't say it. But yeah, I think like there's just like but then months are gonna go by. It's gonna get to the 6th month, maybe 4 months. She's gonna be like, who's this little kid? Like, I can't stand him. Like, she's gonna be like, is he like my 5th child? And then she's gonna be like, and then she's gonna dip set. You already know how that shit goes, man. It's like she's having her fun.
I wish I could argue with that, but I can't.
Enjoyment right now. You're enjoying it until when shit gets real, then you realize that shit, I'm not compatible with this guy. But again, that's a story for another day.
But you see how people just date just to, I don't know. You know what?
It's all relative. Just have your fun. We're only on this earth for a limited time. You got the earth right behind you. You got the world. We don't know when the shit's gonna end. Like, have your fun. Do what you gotta do. Do what you want to fucking do. Like, take over. Do it. You're in your own bubble. It's your game. That's what I learned. It's like, it's a game. This life is a game. Like, you get into it. You do what you got to do. Wreak your havoc. Don't commit any crimes. Don't go to prison. And fucking, when it's over, it's over. But just fucking try to achieve as much as you could achieve. Because, again, I remember you guys were talking about this last night mostly. We should have probably talked about this more. But like, the 24 hours in a day, everyone has the same amount, or the resources, whatever. Not everyone has the same resources, but everyone has 24 hours in a day. Everyone has it. So if you know, some people have that. The first time I ever heard that quote, the 24 hours in a day thing, was something related to Oprah, and I was like, this was like years ago. It was like, and I always remembered that. I was like, Oprah has. I think I was working at a job, and they were like, yeah, Oprah has the same. We have the same amount of hours as Oprah, and that's the first time that hit me. Like, oh shit, and like. I could go like, this is what I want the podcast for. It's for talking shit like this and just going off like that. I know like we have so much to talk about, and like that's why you gotta always be locked in. And, like I could go on for days, and I already know I'm on a roll right now. But we all got the 24 hours in the day. Some people got a head start due to circumstance, and they're able to get closer, but you can always catch up, and it's so much. Everyone is capable of doing whatever they want to fucking accomplish.
I'm interested in hearing both of y'all on this.
We can keep it going if you want. Like I can keep going. I know that we've been going, but
episode,
if we got another episode, I'll record another episode tomorrow. I'll record next week. You already know me, so. But that's my opinion. You
guys want to do it now?
We already went too long in this episode. This episode is a wrap, I would say.
Right. We'll see if another episode.
And then, like, if you really want to get into it, you want to keep going? I have nothing to do if you want to keep going.
We can wrap this up and record 2 episodes today. I could change my shirt.
The cats, I need to eat something if you want, but the cats are going to know that.
Nah, I can't do 2.
By 8:20, I'm trying to be done.
Jules says he can't do. See, I can't do time. See, and this is all. Nothing's getting cut out right here. Everyone's hearing this. Next episode, we'll jump into it. We'll be back, guys. And on that, I think this is a good way to even wrap it up. Like we had some topics, we got into it, and we just got to come fired. That's why I said, people come ready, come prompt, come ready to go, ready to rock and roll. And we got to get some guests back on soon too at some point. Like even if it's like, or like, I'm not afraid to bring someone that I've dealt with in the past to come in and talk and be. I'm not doing it. You wouldn't do it. City, you said you would never do that.
Do what?
Bring someone from your past on, a girl, preferably. No. You said no, you wouldn't do it. I'm the only one that got guts here, so I guess I.
For what? Like, what am I going?
No, just to talk. No, not even just to ask the same questions. Just be like, oh, can you the friends questions, like all the questions that we talk. Get their point of view. Can you be?
I want a neutral conversation. I don't want something going on.
I don't. It would still be neutral. It would still be neutral. It would still. I'm not. It would still be neutral. If I had.
You'll be neutral, but she might be throwing those shots. Oh, I'm gonna start throwing shots.
If she's gonna throw shots at me, then I'll take them. Like if that's what I'm saying.
Well, maybe your person, but that's the thing. I don't want to go through that with anybody in my past. Matter of fact, no.
Then you're all just nervous. I would put my.
Here's somebody from your past. I don't know what kind of question you got, but we can definitely talk about it on the podcast. If
word, so we'll plan that. We will plan that.
Maybe after yours.
You already know. City knows that who already can have on deck. Who easily. I'm not gonna say names now. I'm not gonna say her name here now. But she could be on. She knows who she is, and she would be down to be on the podcast. But I'm not gonna say her name on the joint right now. I'll let it be a surprise. Or I'll just text y'all once we sign off in like 2 minutes. But this was a good episode. We were all over the place on this one, but it was good. That's what I like. Just get out. We got a couple minutes left, boys. Like, any last words? I've said what I got to say. Besides that, I'm ready to sign off.
Last words? Please, audience, if you're going to get into any relationship or anything committed, please make sure you know what you're getting into. I've made the mistake personally of just thinking like, sex could really like just satisfy me, but sometimes, no, a lot of the times, it's more than just sex. Sometimes it's just you don't want to develop
facts,
a headache.
Again, you're getting all this relationship advice from three guys not in relationships. So there you go. City, you got anything to go? City, you got anything to say?
I'm saying. At the moment, no. But I have been in one.
Of course.
So I'm very knowledgeable about it. So
of course, we all have experience in it for sure. Knowledgeable. Yeah, all right.
Not one person can tell anybody about any relationship anyway. So we can always do it.
I mean, people that have been in 5-year, 10-year marriages can tell us shit that we might not have, that we have no idea about.
Anybody could, well, maybe they might be able to add, but the only thing I could say from relationships about being there is be honest with yourself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Know, and then know who you are, know what you want.
Facts.
Before you bring anybody else, and
Facts.
have self-esteem and self-happiness, because
just be happy, confidence, no insecurities.
Yes, you can't go into something.
Can't do none of that.
Find happiness from that person. You should have
Facts.
your happiness first.
Facts.
That person shouldn't be your happiness.
Facts.
This should be a surplus.
All right, guys. Yep.
No.
From Professor Fano's mouth, from Chef Fano's mouth, he gave you guys the word. On that, episode 18, we'll be back. Episode 19, hopefully we record that.
Hopefully episode 20 will be in Miami. Hopefully we'll be recording that in Miami. Episode 20.
Yep.
No?
Make it happen.
Yeah, no, I was about to say
Miami, but on that note, we will be back. Episode 18. We out as per usual for my guys, Scoop, Chef, Jullys. Yo.
Girls just wanna have fun. We're turning up. Someone wrote a bunch. Someone pour a cup. Cause